probably saw him get into.
No, but he was already. Wasn't he? Wait.
No, well, before we left, his lantern was by that campfire.
He wasn't here.
No, but I saw it moving, and
yes,
then.
He also wasn't.
Wasn't.
He was not.
He came back and he got back into the tree.
I mean, I knew. So maybe it was a bug, but like.
Are you okay?
Well, you have detected the magic, and you detected something.
Maybe it was a peony.
What's that?
I don't know. I just learned it
Aren't those
today.
like lightning bugs or something?
Oh, yes.
Like fireflies.
I call them fire.
Me too.
That's what I get for being cute sometimes.
Sorry, but that name's in my forever dictionary.
Oh, you two have woken up.
Stop trying to make Penny Wally happy.
You haven't
It's
really
not
been
gonna happen.
asleep for that long.
Can I please go back to sleep?
I do not think I can sleep anymore tonight. Not having a good rest anyway. Listen, team. You all go to sleep. I will stand watch until daybreak.
Thank you, Alister. I'll go back to sleep.
Unfortunately.
Good night, Lenny.
Unfortunately, I wanted to
Grid.
talk to him, but he's
Sorry.
I want to interrupt him.
We can just tell him not to go to bed.
Lenny always pieces dicks.
But he is.
If I punch him in the head.
So I'm gonna.
No, he'll be forever asleep.
That's true.
Oh, you mean he died?
You punch really hard.
Just as the
I
turtle.
mean, so here's the thing. So you're telling me that he got.
I forgot about the turtle.
So So I tried. So you're telling me that Alister's corrupted, and it's because he's. Why?
Am I hearing this?
Why are you saying that?
Give me a perception check.
They just walked away.
Except.
Okay, 19.
Oh.
Okay, so you probably overhear the last bit. Alister is corrupted.
Oh no, I just been feeling really out of it. You know, seeing our fair brother Paladin, Bartholomew or whoever it was, but it really unsettled me. Yeah. Well, you two get a good rest, and I will stay watch, and I'm gonna try to like line my way out of this.
Give me a deception.
Shouldn't need to. You're not here.
He was guarding, technically. He did say he was gonna watch. It's true.
9.
Only makes sense.
I'm not corrupted, you're corrupted. I'm fine. Clutching your arm.
I know you are, but who am I?
As you all say this, from up top of the tree, like, he has the hat over and everything, so he's been looking asleep this entire time. Actually, I believe you're all bloody corrupted.
What makes you say that?
Still casting detect magic.
I still technically have it on. Are they?
Surprisingly not.
Yeah, that's expected. Not quite all of you. He takes the tip of his large katana, points the scabbard at you, and you.
Hetsu, I would say in some cultures it is impolite to point your sword at your good folk. Run!
So you once again assuming my culture, you overgrown ogre?
I'm hardly overgrown. I've had my hair trimmed every Saturday for the... Well, I skipped last Saturday, but regardless.
Explains a lot.
Whatever you say, your entire aura that's normally paladins radiate. Trust me, I hang around the priestess daily. Your entire aura is that of the corruption that's seeping into the land itself.
Well, I haven't had a proper bath in a few while either. That might explain it. I'm sure it's just...
Here, I'll prove it. Hey, you who was deciding to cast magic around. Yes, you.
Hi.
Do it to yourself real quick.
Do what again? I wasn't listening. I was distracted.
Detect magic on yourself.
Oh. How long?
That might have
a minute. Oh, it's only a minute. Okay.
So, you don't get any sense of magic other than what you're conjuring?
Wait.
None?
Wait, what were you talking about? I was all prepared for
Why?
like... I was
I was prepared for it, but there's no.
You're not detecting anything?
I mean, like, can you see it? Because I can't.
Yeah.
You should come down from up there next time when you sleep. The high altitude might be going to your head. It happens, you know.
No, did you... Dead?
She's totally fine.
She said she detected nothing.
What about him?
We don't need to point
It's
to
not 60 seconds yet.
My arm is behind me.
So,
Nothing to see here.
so you get the faintest hint of transmutation magic, but it's super faint.
I mean, maybe a little.
Are you not understanding what I'm saying?
I know!
If you're detecting nothing, what powers ya?
Oh!
I.
That
So
is a very
The common
good
denominator
point.
between the three of them.
is that the paladins of
That we haven't had a proper bath and meal, and
No,
it's not rot.
But so you're saying that we're the clean.
No. Spiritual stinking rot.
Wait.
Do you understand how concerning
a proper
this?
confession in?
What do you have to
As
get?
Langrid just snores away.
hey,
You know, my usual things. I'm sure.
Alister, your god is dying. That's what they're trying to say to you.
Gods do not die.
Wait!
This is preposterous.
No,
A blasphemy.
I don't say.
Alister!
I would have
They're being
had my
corrupted enough to not
toenails
show
removed if I
magic.
spoke like that when I was. Yes. Alexia?
Well, maybe she's not dying. We can maybe silver lining that, but what if she's sick? Alister, we saw the... Sir Alister. We saw the tree.
The dream
The
was
dream with the tree
very
with the black
concerning. Yes, it's true.
Okay, so if it's permeating into dreams,
Well, the dream tree. The Lunaris' tree.
yes, Lunaris's tree is corrupted.
I just love her just slowly piecing it together like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be
Lunaris'
insensitive.
tree.
I'm just trying to get through to you. I mean, I protect a temple of people that worship this god.
No, usually I have a whole library and like a playlist to figure this stuff out. This is my first adventure. Oh no, Alister.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
This is quite
This is concerning.
And I seem to recall somebody mentioning that perhaps there's something in this world that's leaking into the dream world, or the other way around. I said that, if I remember.
I don't really know anything about that. All I know is that your all's magic is fucked.
Then what are we going to do about it?
No. We
Yes,
must
I'll die.
find the source of the corruption.
Exactly. If
Landgrid!
we're going to save anything.
Out cold.
And
Landgrid!
Out cold, bro. Do I notice I'm trying to
He's
wake
dead.
up?
Roll perception with disadvantage.
Did.
Oh, thank God.
if this is a corruption,
I'm not 1 and a 5.
You are out, dead to the world.
if this,
Landgrid had a hard day. We'll have to fill him in the morning.
He did say that was the last time he was gonna wake up again today.
He did. He always keeps his promises.
Even in sleep.
It's true.
if this is a corruption that can infest the land and permeates through the divine, then we need to figure this out sooner than later. Because who knows what else it can spread to.
And who knows how much time we have? Because, I mean, the guy at the cart, we saw what happened. I don't want to be.
Yeah, if that happens to any of us, it's gonna be very rough.
You shall punch me. Just like you did with the turtle.
Punch you?
Yes. If I am to wind up like that.
Why would you wind up like that?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you corrupted?
No.
Give me a deception check.
That's a weird thing to just bring up then.
You are absolutely welcome to insight that.
Sir, I'm sure Sir
19.
Alister.
Should I add stuff? Okay, hang on. Deception.
What's
All right, hang on.
my
Deception.
insight?
Deception.
Nothing. It's just a flat nat. Where's deception?
1.
Not even.
But he's got a nat.
Baby awkward
Yes.
turtles.
You're like, maybe?
Here, I'll help. Yeah, he is. I saw his arm.
Roll with advantage.
You do not need help.
How can I get better than that 20?
I mean, I just saw it, so I can just say it.
That's fair.
Should I roll with disadvantage?
Yeah,
In that case?
you could play it off really well.
6.
Wow, that sounds.
That settles it. You don't believe a word Alister says.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not.
Thank you. We should. You're sleeping. I don't know why you're laughing.
He's having a great dream.
laugh, okay? I'm laughing.
That sounded.
I like the open suit. I'm like,
Actual accent, guys.
We should keep watch, rest, and definitely have a discussion with Landgrid in the morning. I cannot say why.
I don't. I'm not even sure you're going to last till the morning. Do you understand? Like, listen, I'm not a paladin myself, but again, I hang with my priestess quite often. If she lost her access to the Tempest for an entire day with no magic flowing through her, you must feel awful, and the fact that you all don't is even more concerning.
Oh, well, this magic is still there.
No!
Sure.
She doesn't feel it at all. I am not getting any divine magic from ya.
I'm going to try to just center myself and see if I can feel the Lunaris's like spirit or breath
Give me a prayer check.
in me. Still.
With advantage.
With what?
With advantage.
Okay. Prayer. Nat 20 plus 10, so 30. So 30.
So it's almost like a light in the darkness. You feel the warmth of Lunaris's embrace, and it kind of feels like there's a darkness surrounding you that is kind of burning away and pushing back.
Okay.
You feel very connected to Lunaris.
Okay. Lunaris is still there. I feel her deep within my spirit. I think there's something we need to do. I think you three must stay watch. I think Palaxi and I must have a walking dream and commune with our goddess.
Before that happens, so I know I didn't see any ick on me with detect magic, but Hitsu was saying that I don't feel it. So do I feel any like significantly different than usual, or do I
You
feel
feel
my
the same
normal
as
shivers?
normal.
Okay. Interesting.
Like
Okay.
you feel maybe a little stressed and anxious, but that's just
That's
normal
understandable,
nerves.
yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go dream. I'm gonna dream walk.
We must dream walk.
While they're doing this, Hitsu rolls his eyes. I don't believe I can trust you all with your own magic right now. Let me do something for you. Go lay down next to Langrid, all three of you.
What are you proposing?
Oh, just trust me for once.
Can I have a separate cotton blanket?
Grab your blanket, I don't care.
Okay, cool.
I strongly believe communing with the goddess at this point will give us guidance.
Aye, and I'm going to help you not be sheltered by this corrupted environment that seems to be seeping into every living thing.
Very well. I do trust you, kind Hitsu.
I don't. Now go lay
I do
down.
not trust you. How could you not trust yourself? That is preposterous.
Boom. God.
About to incapacitate.
Turn that right back on.
Are you feeling quite alright?
I just starts twitching.
You look a little.
A blade's edge is only as sharp as the mind.
I have split many skulls, and I assure you the brain is not sharp at all. It's more squishy.
credits.
Yeah, you got it understood. Just go lay down. I'm the crazy one for sure.
You are. Very well.
As as they're laying down, I am going to...
We need to be laying down head to on our backs.
And like, are you doing it as a triangle or just you two? Are you trying to
No,
force
just
Langren
us
into
two,
it?
because
Okay.
you're not sleep. You're not doing the sleep.
Oh, I was
vision
referring to
thing.
Langrid.
No, we're not next to Langrid.
No, you need to... Aren't you all three going to be next to Langford?
Because we're all corrupt.
Or are you just you two?
No, just us two are going to the dream.
Oh, okay.
Unless somebody wants to suggest such a preposterous thought, because he's already asleep and not planning on dream walking.
And he
That could
already
be very startling indeed.
told me what would happen if I wake him up again, so I'm not doing it.
He does get cranky
Yeah.
when he doesn't get his sleep. It's true.
And before.
Cranky all the time.
Blaxio lays down, starts situating. There's a dirty brain rouge in my back.
Alright, you two. Let's see what I can do today.
So wait, do I remember what goddess you said Tempest? I remember Tempest. Just to try not to, be too Tempest-ish around us.
Do you understand that she's the goddess of the sea as well?
Yes, just
What do you think is the one that influences the sea most?
just please, kind sir, remember
The Bleeding Moon Man!
I knew that one. I knew that one.
I was worried about my hair, but sure, yes, continue.
Can't be
The salt water,
before I lose my other self.
So I'm gonna close my eyes and center myself and start trying to get myself into a dream state.
As they do this, I'm gonna snap my fingers, and from my lantern, a prayer circle, literally of candles and some pieces of like sea lanterns and all this other things pop out because I can store whatever in there. And with this, I'd like to do a prayer check with this to temporarily allow them just their mind to travel instead of through the normal route of through this land, but to go straight through my direct access of the divine into the dream realm.
Can I help with a prayer check?
You're gonna give us a fast pass?
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
You can perform the help action.
Oh, and cool.
No,
Is one of you a Lunaris follower?
I'm not.
I follow people who like Lunaris.
Okay.
I'm just a practitioner of the divine.
Okay.
Well, that's really
I'm just a
cool.
practitioner of people
You
who
might
like
know
Lunaris.
that we would like mirrors at some point.
Okay.
Nutty.
34.
So as you lay there, heads touching, the quiet, soft crash of ocean waves kind of invades your senses as it lulls you to sleep. And you awaken almost like you're sitting on a moonlit beach with a brilliant moon just wide in the sky, and you feel your astral selves kind of step out into the waves. And you feel a cool, welcoming embrace, almost as if something is taking your hand and guiding you. A soft wind at your back.
Okay.
And you find yourself in a familiar glade with a resplendent oak tree with silver leaves standing before you. It looks far worse than the last time you saw it. It is wilted and withered. It's almost 20% smaller than it was before. Half the leaves have shriveled, the other half have kind of fallen off. And there's a large pool of ichor, flecked with a deep, almost swirling green at the base. And as you look up at the tree every few seconds, another drop of ichor falls from its branches.
Now remember, things in the dream world can't really hurt you physically, but they can damage you mentally.
We're both here, right?
You are both here.
Okay, so don't touch it.
Just be
But it
careful
won't-
touching it.
Okay. I'm still not gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave that to the professional.
We must find the source of the corruption.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long this will take.
So I'm gonna approach the tree and try to kind of like pick bits where there's no ooze sticker. And can I look up and try to see where it's dripping from? Is it coming from the leaves? Is it coming from the sky?
It's almost like there's open sores where the bark has been stripped away, and the pale, almost flesh of this tree is kind of dark, almost as if it has been burnt somehow.
Does it look like it's... So you know how there's like a natural burn or a natural scar, and then there's one that's been... It's obviously deliberate. Does it look like it's kind of a natural decay damage?
It looks somewhat natural, but the coloration and the flecks of the black and green within it are far, far from natural.
Great. Okay. I mean, I know it's a tree, but it honestly looks like it is bleeding and crying.
I'm going to raise my hand and look at it intently. And in the real world, my hand also will raise. And I will imagine myself transforming into a parasite, into like a tapeworm or a leech.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm going to try to picture myself latching onto the sickness and going to its source and seeing where it's coming from.
Ooh, interesting. So as you raise your hand and you begin imagining this, you feel a twinge and you see the darkness start racing up to your arm where it's tied. You see that cloth that is wrapped around your arm blacken as you slowly transform into not quite a leech, but almost some strange winged insect, some form of grub with a long proboscis. And you shrink and feel this pull towards the center of the tree, where a massive gaping sore, probably 8 foot wide, kind of beckons you.
Do we see that?
You see none of this.
No, the arm.
You do see my
So
arm
you see
holding it.
the black veins as they crawl up his arm.
My arm almost looks like it might be
And it
trying
kind of
to grab
stops
something.
at the elbow.
Yeah, does the
intent.
bandages.
So you see those bandages start to blacken.
And you're saying I'm seeing his entire body turn into...
He transforms into this winged creature.
So not just the
Some
arm.
form of parasite or
As being a dream walker, you
like a giant
know
mosquito
that
almost.
we can control some dreams.
Right.
So this might not be like a terrifying thing, just maybe
You know
like
this
a
is a
wild, cool
willing
thing.
transformation.
Right. But since you are touching the stuff, Alister, so did anything happen when you touched it? Did you feel like a tingle or a pinch or like a malaise or a depression?
I feel like there might be deep within the tree in its heart. I'm gonna picture the tree not as a tree, but as a giant system of roots and blood vessels almost.
So it's almost like your perspective shifts and kind of pulls in and gets smaller, and you feel yourself almost being compressed. And these massive wooden walls around you, as you crawl into the heart of this tree, start shrinking and shrinking until this hole's only about 6-8 inches wide, and you crawl in with these almost veins of black, just corrupt infection all over these walls.
I'm going to message to Palaxio, just like speak normally, because even though I don't have a mouth or anything, like we can still communicate. I'm going to say, I'm going to follow the corruption. I'm going to tell you, you should try a different way.
So
Do the same.
Palaxia, rather than hear this, you hear your mind almost the chittering of an insect like cicadas, and you feel a pull towards this tree. But it's not towards the tree itself, it's towards this pool by the base. Almost like something is beckoning you to dive into this pool of ichor.
Okay.
Into the goop.
Do I perceive that alarmingly, or do I perceive
It's
that
almost- It's almost like it's the goddess speaking to you. It feels divine, and it feels comforting and familiar.
So,
You feel a kinship to it, I'll say.
Something that's always.
right, Palaxia is struggling because she's never felt or had a dream walk experience where she feels conflicted or is experiencing a conflict. Because usually you just, in a dream walking situation, it's almost like intuition meets feeling and they just kind of go parallel. But like this feels perpendicular. This does not add up because comforting, that's the tree. But the unsettling sight of it, Palaxia defaults to freeze and just freezes in indecision and can't really even seem to call out and try and because I'm only hearing chittering bugs, not
Yes.
his voice.
You get that feeling of kinship when you hear it, though. Almost as if it is a fellow Dreamwalker. But you don't know it's Alister.
So Alister in the real world in Palaxia, we're like laying down, and I'm holding up my arm like this. Are you guys doing anything at this point?
Hector has a sword out ready to cut his arm off.
I have my hands out ready to punch your head off.
Let's explore that.
I'm asleep.
I'm a sleepy boy.
But he's looking to our medic to say before anything.
I'm like staring at it, and like you're going into the dream of your deity, and we're seeing the bandages. The bandages seem to be holding for now.
They're black.
Yeah, I think I look over to you. It's like, it's the deity. We need to get him out of that realm.
I don't look.
You don't look pained.
I don't look pained.
You look like you're sleeping very peacefully, almost comfortably.
Yeah, I don't look in distress.
But the arm.
Is there any
If it gets past the arm.
That's what. It's like if a sneeze snake bites you, you lose your arm, whether you lose your heart.
If it goes past the bandages, cut it off.
Dang.
Did you have something, sleepy little boy?
I'm sleeping. This is still not affecting me at all. Would I be perceiving any of this, or
Give me a prayer check.
yes? I mean, 22.
So, you feel almost like a welcoming hand in your mind. Almost like an invitation to join the dream realm. It's like a doorway is beckoning you forward if you just wish to reach out and open it.
Another distraction from my sleep. Why not? I'll reach out. As long as I stay asleep, I guess it's okay.
So you stride forth, feeling very powerful as you enter the dream world, and you observe Palaxia kind of sitting there, like her feet tucked underneath her, hands on her knees, staring down into this inky black pool of ichor at the base of the tree.
Would I notice that it's, if anything's kind of going wrong right now, like
So-
just a perception of just like
She seems kind of lost in her own thoughts, and you hear the quiet, faint buzz of wings of some large insect as you see kind of a vanishing shadow enter this hole in the tree.
Is the pool growing or is it?
Very,
Staying
very slowly, drip by drip.
I will just stand back and just kind of watch because I really don't understand what's happening, and I'm just kind of taking it in. So I'm just standing back
Okay.
for a minute or two, just trying to take it in.
So, do I feel another player entering?
You do, but it doesn't really shake you from your stupor so much as it's almost like a comforting hand on your shoulder.
Oh, hello.
You actually go up to say hello.
No, sorry.
It doesn't jolt me, but you can kind of think of it as kind of a record very slowly starting to play up again, that kind of noise that it makes as I kind of break free from freeze and go, okay, I need to find Alister because I can't hear him, all I can hear is bugs. Oh, I can do this, it's just like in school. Okay. So, yeah.
Back to you, Alice.
Okay. Do I sense her distress?
You feel almost like she's kind of urging you forward.
We're all so considerate.
Okay. So, as I fly towards the tree, is this a large hole or is this just
It's getting smaller and smaller, so your
Okay.
wings are starting to touch the edges and you have to start crawling.
Okay. I'm going to twist my whole perspective, and instead of it being a tree with tubes and things, I'm going to picture it being a giant mountain with creeks and valleys, and I'm just water rushing to the source.
So it's almost like the dream is resisting your pull. The passage kind of opens up, but you feel your wings kind of wilting, and the oppressive aura pushes in on you. And
I'm going to keep pressing forward, and I'm going to say to you, I'm going to say, I feel it resisting. I think I'm getting close. Find another way in.
And with this, you feel this urging once more, even stronger. The chitter of wings and this pull towards this pool of ichor, beckoning you, saying, "Come forward."
I am going to attempt to find Alister. Realizing that it is a dream, I kind of manifest this, like, from a little bubble to about an orb. It's very simple. It's like what they taught us in class, kind of like a practice dream manipulative, right? And so I'm like, okay, so the orb, in the middle of the orb is the tree, and then the rest of the orb is like, so think of that Treasure Planet map, but like in my hands.
I love that.
Right? So I'm like, okay, where are you? So I'm basically trying to detect fragments of like his soul.
References. Only the Disney.
Do I
kids
see?
know. So you feel
It's fine.
almost like a three-dimensional kind of holographic map. You see this kind of pulsing dot almost in the center of this tree, growing closer and closer to the heart root, further down.
Okay, so piecing all this together in her poor little newbie dream state, Palaxia is going to close the bubble and start to kind of ready herself and steady herself for stepping into the pool.
All right.
I can't see
And now to the waking world.
I'm just letting everyone know right now. If that darkness starts going up at all any further, Hitsu's in full ritual mode. There is blue flames lighting all the candles.
How's it
in her.
affecting?
I haven't
She's in
touched
the
it
dream.
yet or anything, right?
But something's affected all. I mean, we don't know.
You said that.
But Hex weapon, it is infused. And no, it's on his skin already. And like layered up to make sure it doesn't go any further.
It's like that scene from World War Z where it's just like 1, 2, 3. You're just ready to count.
But he's ready. I mean, he doesn't.
What about lingering?
His job is to keep you alive.
Langard seems like he's asleep peacefully.
If there's
I'm
like
just
a
watching
venom
stuff.
bite or something like that, if it goes to your heart, you die. He's not letting that happen. So I'm sorry if I cut off a limb.
You said that
It's his left hand and
he
lives.
refused
Just the
to
one he
tell
wipes.
you about it because he promised.
He doesn't know how to use the shells. God, sorry.
Sorry.
I would see
Damn
that
it.
movie in so
sorry,
many yes.
That's a great movie.
This is what I'm talking about. You said that he promised to not say anything about the hand.
For some reason, Alister was hesitant to tell me where this corruption even came from. And he said that maybe Langrid could tell me. But Langrid seemed hesitant and perhaps even a bit upset at the fact that Alister even mentioned it. They said that he made an oath.
Yeah, I heard all that.
Where were you?
You were in the lantern?
Yeah, it's the Tempest's guys. It's my house. Piece of non-bread just appears in front of you all.
What?
Bread? Bread?
Sure.
I love bread.
Yeah.
Okay, but so
It's delicious.
so you said that
It's nice and warm, like it just came out of the.
Literally.
yeah.
Forget about Alister, this is bread.
Okay, so do we think because Langrid's where did you get an apple?
The crust is so crunchy.
So
That's how you know it's good French bread.
Like how we went from naan to sourdough to French bread.
It's bread.
It's magic.
Oh,
It's layered.
It's multicultural.
I like
Pumpernickel was a very, very good bread indeed. Especially when it's twisted all into a proper pretzel shape.
We all have problems, and I love all of you.
He awakens from the dream just to comment on the bread and goes back to sleep.
Barabbas.
Samuel Wolf! Anyways, so you heard everything.
I wasn't really trusting them, especially with the fact that I knew something was feeling a little bit off.
So that explains a little bit more of the gun-ho.
Apologies for deception, but it is something that I was taught to make sure to listen to even the whisper of the wind.
I've got nothing to hide. I'm perfectly fine.
So from what I'm understanding here, Langrid fucked up Alister. Alister now can't talk about it because he promised Langrid not to say anything about it. And now what's happening is that Langrid's getting revenge for Alister taking his eye out.
That's a feeling, but we don't have any
Not
evidence
quite,
for that.
because there's something else there. That one's corrupted extremely too, of the same way.
So he doesn't have any outwardly.
It's their aura.
What?
Their aura!
I heard you.
Then again, it must be a resort of the divine. The dream has caused it to accelerate. I'm not sure they should be in their realm.
She hasn't accelerated. It's something to do with what they're doing, less than what they're doing.
I told you the whole thing between Lunaris and what's the
Solaris.
Nephrim.
Oh,
The tree one. The whole thing
Lunaris
between-
is the tree one. Nathram is her twin.
Yeah, but wasn't the tree like a whole symbolism of Nephrim too?
Of Lunaris.
the 3 is Lunaris. The shadow is Nephrim.
Never mind that I was.
Yeah, the shadow.
Lunaris is like goddess of dreams and hopes, and her thing's the tree. Nathram is nightmares and things like
Shadows,
that.
right?
But I was told the
Nightmare,
completely wrong
shadows,
description
and
last
dark
session, and I said a lot of wrong
deals.
stuff.
I'm very sorry.
The whole thing.
Nobody pays attention to anything I say.
The whole thing between Lunaris and Nephrim is that they're doesn't. It's like Nephrim hates Lunaris because they're like brother and sister or something. I didn't really pay attention to this part, so I didn't really care. But I assume that if Nethrim's entire thing is shadows, and if they're saying the tree is being corrupted by shadowy ichor, then Nethrim is clearly trying to kill his sister. Am I wrong? Does this not sound like what's happening?
I don't really know, but I can make a lore check. Or a
You
religion check.
can make a religion check.
Can I help him?
It was your kind of actually
Yeah.
helping me.
I could also help, but you already got it.
Oh, religion's kind of my
See them big numbers.
I don't have great with religion.
Conversely, if you just hear Palaxio go, oh.
10.
Probably not.
You're like, you could be right, but I don't really know, honestly. I know about the Tempest and Lunaris because they're not quite sister goddesses, but they relate to each other in an unending cycle.
Yeah, they like the sea and the moon.
Correct.
Yeah.
But when it comes to shadows, there's of course shadows in the darkest depths of the ocean, but I don't really know Nephrin that well.
I mean, there's always a dark side.
That was really cheesy.
I'm being serious.
I
It
know.
is so accurate.
I thought the moon was flat.
It is, it's a disc.
All I know is that there's definitely something corrupting. You could be right. I just don't know personally. I could try to ask the Tempest. I am the bearer of her lantern.
Perhaps we're making a lot of leaps here, but there is something suspicious. We need to keep an eye out for lanterns.
Let me see what I can do. Just
And then
here, you.
Yeah.
Hold this.
Okay. What am I-
If it goes,
lantern?
no, it's
Sword?
It's the giant sword.
Okay.
If it starts going any further, just cut off the arm.
Quicker if I punch it.
Is
Where I like hold it really awkwardly, hand fully outstretched towards his arm.
What is he?
not
Oh,
that
okay.
I want there to be, but is there any dark, shadowy inkiness showing up on Plaxia?
No.
Because
Would you
we are technically like
Hmm.
touching domes.
So
What color eyes does Palaxia have?
What?
What color eyes does Palaxia have?
Oh, she wears contacts to make them look like Lunaris's. But
That's awesome.
the fact that you said that with such confidence and so quickly gains me much respect.
typically just a flat brown, though, which she is super not pleased with.
Okay. So silvery, kind of like silvery gray
Right now, yes.
right now. Okay.
It's quite alright. Don't be embarrassed. Alister goes through like a gallon of lemon juice every couple of weeks.
Look, we all have our beautification vices. Okay.
We'll get
I
through it
relate.
eventually. No, we won't.
You asked.
Okay. Hitsu's going to kneel, like with one hand, put his hand up, and you know this Scottish man is actually doing like the full Japanese like looking prayer, which looks so weird. As he will look to his lantern and it will kind of pulse with a little bit of extra blue sea that like kind of goes throughout the area like you were all underwater. And I would like to do a prayer check
Okay.
to reach out to the goddess that I'm bound to protect.
All right.
Tempest. The Tempest. Onara.
Huh?
Onara.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The goddess of seas and storms.
Reach out to
do you have
one.
any- Do you have any fast?
Yeah.
Thank you, because you have been helping me. So.
Wow.
I am just praying well today, folks.
You're so righteous.
Hallelujah.
So pious, this one.
A howling gale echoes in your ears. The crash of waves, a massive tidal wave, and then it recedes, leaving nothing but calmness and a feeling of peace and tranquility. Yes, my child, he who bears my light. You have need of me?
Only if you'll allow me to influence your mighty winds and gales, my lady. The moon seems ill. Something foul is afoot. An ill breeze blows through my brain. Allow yourself to gaze what I have seen. I allow you.
And it's almost like the cold of the depths of the ocean inhabits you, and you kind of stiffen and then relax almost fluidly as some force takes over your body. And through your eyes, Onara can peer, and she sees the twisted magic that is kind of inhabiting poor Alister and the land around you. Well, that is perturbing indeed. But need do you have of me, my child?
Once more, I shall never temper the breeze that you blow. But what insights do you have on where the core of this may be?
Unfortunately, I can say little as my hands are tied in these matters. But trust in your friends and watch their backs and fronts if you can. Dark tides are ahead, and I fear you will soon see the eye of the storm, but the other side is far, far worse. And you feel almost a cool hand upon your brow, and kind of like a salty, like sea breeze kiss your skin as her presence kind of fades and recedes to the left.
Ugh.
You are massively drained from this.
Oh, I'm sure.
So you will receive 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh shit!
It feels like you just went for a run
Damn.
on no food and energy.
Hitsu's gonna fall on his ass.
Her hand got turned black, and now she's promised not to say anything about it.
What?
She said her hands are tied, and that's what they're doing.
Oh.
Just keep going. I'm sorry.
That's kind of cool. You see Hitsu
I know.
fall on his ass.
Well, negative tapping.
I'm awake in the dream.
Hitsu falls on his ass in the middle of the camp, and you see it looks like his hair is like even a little bit wet. Ugh.
Wow, you look like you just went for a run with no food or energy.
And half drowned. Like a wet puppy.
Your tail starts wagging.
Does he smell like a wet dog?
No, he smells like he just came back from the beach. Very much got that kind of salty,
Smells like haggis.
sun-kissed, sun roasted haggis.
Ah, yes. Finest.
Coconut soup.
One day we'll get through an episode. It's the bridge all over again. It's been 3 episodes in a dream.
Yep, welcome to the shit.
Alright.
That's amazing.
Anything else?
I'm trying to speak. It's hard.
It's a very important dream.
Well, it happens sometimes. Can't always control it.
You're right. Onara, the mighty Gale herself can't speak of what's going on.
Was the oath given? Did they swear the oath under Lunaris?
No, not those two. I showed her what was happening. That's why I look like a pile of shite that's moored up on the side of a road in the middle of the docks on the Friday night.
Yeah.
I thought you looked better than usual.
You are?
Shut. No. That's the
Thanks, keep staring at me.
Okay.
Alright.
We will go back to the dream now.
Okay.
So,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, in the dream world, what am I watching right now? That's all I think about since.
You don't really see Alister, you're just seeing Palaxia kind of creating this holographic looking map almost, as she's kind of like psyching herself up for something.
Chill. I'll walk up and just put like a hand on her shoulder. Dom, what are you doing?
War bitch. Hi, didn't know you were here.
I don't think I'm going to get trust.
Just for the record, not my fault. But we do have a situation. So the tree's what it is. Alister's in there. Turned into a bug, and now I can't hear anything but bug noises. According to this, they're just going deeper. He's not coming back. I don't know what to do. I was about to go in because, I mean, it feels like it could be the right thing to do. You want to come with to go see if we can help?
And it's almost like it's kind of like a 3D sonograph kind of map. You can see some sort of like tunnel that leads into the heart of this tree under the roots.
Okay.
Kind of through this pool. Which is about where Alister is.
Okay. So, you being my senior, technically, not by age, I mean, do we go in? Should I stay here? Do we both go? Do we not go? Should we try a different way? Cause like...
Let me see. I'm going to imagine Alister's hair and his tiara, and I'm going to cast Locate Objects.
Ooh.
And I know I can see it on there, but I want to know within 1,000 feet if he's
It's almost
within
like there's a
1,000 feet.
high-pitched ping, and you kind of like your head almost whips towards this tree, and your gaze is kind of pointed at like a 20 or 30 degree angle, deep where the roots would be. And it seems to match up exactly where this map is.
Your map holds true.
Good to know.
I think it might be fun to go in.
I
I started cracking my neck.
Oh, that's Noras for the week.
I have
that
a-
actually felt wonderful.
I have an idea. My teachers were talking about if you're advanced or can understand the theory, you can kind of like manipulate the dreamscape. So I just want to try real quick, and I'm gonna try to like almost like I'm scooping away wet sand. You know how a kid tries to make a trench to make the water flow. I'm gonna try to scoop kind of a trench of the ground and try to see if like in some weird way I can kind of like scoop a window to like see underground.
So
It's a dream. It doesn't have to make sense, but you see where I'm trying to go.
much like wet mud or just very slimy earth, you kind of pull it back, and seconds later just and goops back into the hole.
Okay, still new. Yeah, let's jump in.
I'll go first.
All right, so you dive into the water. Are you wearing your armor in the dream?
Oh yeah.
So you sink like a rock, and this pool is impossibly dark. But you kind of can feel your way. You don't feel the need to breathe, of course, and it's a cool, refreshing kind of chill, but not an unpleasant one.
Am I heading towards, because locate...
Yeah, you get this kind of almost like constant sonar-like ping that you
And I'm getting closer.
can feel drawing you closer, ever downward.
Yeah, I'll just keep heading that way then.
See, what do you do?
I am going to, having been so excited that the scooping motion at least worked, I'm going to kind of stretch a little, see if I can kind of make an air bubble around my head, and then I'm going to very, very delicately swing both of my feet over the side of the puddle so that they're kind of dangling in the pool, and I'm just going to kind of like
You
scoot
feel
off,
it
scoot
looks
off the edge,
almost like
drop
a
in.
little shelf below you that's about a foot wide as you kind of step in, almost like a step.
Okay.
And as you step in, you feel yourself slump immediately, like you're stepping off.
Those people, those flesh creatures.
Yep.
Got it.
And as you do, you lose the concentration of this bubble, and you feel this inky black substance enter your mouth and into your lungs.
No!
But you don't have to breathe, so it's just terrifying, but painful. It's just this cold, icy sensation. Sliding kind of level out and end up kind of smacking into Langford's legs.
So in the non-dream world, do they see my body kind of like twitch in surprise?
Just a little bit.
Fun. Okay, cool.
You kind of kick a little bit like a dog, and you're like,
Okay, cool.
Alister.
As I'm struggling against this barrier,
You see this kind of root system almost kind of opening up to a large, earthy, kind of tree-like cavern. see towering pillars of twisted gnarled roots forming almost pillars or support columns. And it's probably a 30 or 40 foot cave. And then twisted kind of tendrils of a deep verdant green and reflect with like a silvery glow are kind of twisted around almost in a cage. And you see a glowing silver crystal.
In the middle.
In the middle. It's massive, probably 5 foot across, almost floating suspended in this cage.
Okay, so this crystal, do I know that it belongs here or not?
It does.
It does. Okay, so
You can sense
that's
this
like the heart of the
is
tree.
a divine heart of this tree.
And it's got these green dark tendrils.
They're
Going
very
around?
healthy looking. Almost like these are like heart roots.
Oh,
of
they
this
are
tree.
healthy.
Yes. Give me a perception check.
How much longer do you think I perceive that it'll take to get to where he
Probably
is?
another 5 minutes of traveling.
11.
5 minutes.
And inky
So-
grossness?
It's not far. It's just a difficult travel because you can't see anything. So it's all by feel and sense.
Ugh.
So you kind of look for a second, and it's almost like you blink and kind of feel yourself revert to normal. And you feel almost like there's a veil over your senses, your perception. And as you spend a few moments looking, you realize that the green of these roots is kind of inconsistent. Some are much darker than others, almost black. And as this crystal slowly turns, maybe a revolution every minute, you see the backside come around, and a large black spider about the size of your head sitting atop the back of the
I hate
crystal.
spiders, gosh. That's
And
terrifying.
it
Okay.
weaves a web. It plucks black strands and twists them around these roots. And as it does, almost as if in time with the ichor falling from the branches of these trees, you see a black kind of shadow appear at the bottom of this crystal.
Okay. But the
Almost like a grain of sand trapped within it. And you just see this spider kind of plucking these strands out of almost thin air.
Okay. I'm going to picture myself embodying like a mongoose.
Ooh.
And I'm going to attack the spider.
So
Try to-
as you picture this, you feel a splitting pain in your head. And you see your arm in the dream realm. These bandages start to tighten and constrict on your arm, almost cutting off circulation. And you see it constrict to like half its width. You can visibly see it just cutting deep into your flesh.
So I'm not a ferret.
You
or
are
a
not.
mongoose
You are trapped in your original body.
I'm gonna reach out to the crystal and pray to the Lunaris and ask for guidance.
Very similar to when you were in the cathedral, but far worse. As you kind of reach out to the nurse, you feel nothing. It's almost like you're in a cave and you shout out and all you hear is your own voice come back to you. But your voice is twisted, almost an octave lower, and it's tinged with coldness. And as it echoes, it distorts and kind of cackles. A twisted laughter, far, far from normal or mortal. And you see this spider stop in its actions, gazing at you. 2 very human eyes, inky black, then another 2 open, then 4 more. And all of them gaze deep into your soul. And you feel yourself examined to the depths of your being and found wanting. It reaches out an appendage, almost as if beckoning you closer.
Do I resist this?
Do you?
I don't know. I'm going to try.
Your will is free.
Okay, so I know it's evil. I'm assuming it's evil. I know it doesn't belong here. I'm gonna reach back I'm gonna reach towards it. But I have a deceptive plan.
Okay.
So I'm reaching towards it.
Okay.
And as I near it, how big is the crystal compared to me?
So it's floating a couple feet in the air, so it's about a foot over you, but it's about, I'd say, probably 5 foot, kind of from top to bottom. And it's kind of a diamond shape almost.
Okay. As I'm slowly approaching, reaching forward, I'm also, as loud as I can, I'm shouting in my mind for Palaxia to envision like snake hunters or something to like help the situation. Like, I need help. I'm just screaming for help.
Oh my god, I got the perfect plan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Listen.
Okay.
That's you in just a moment.
I have no
swear.
idea you're there at all.
So
Right.
as you cry
That
out,
was beautiful.
it's almost like your words are echoing inside your own head. Foolish one, your friends are not coming. You wish to save your guns, Alister.
Who are you?
I am the one who's the threads. Ties the fabric of fate.
The one that weaves and threads. I do not know your name. Name yourself, foul beast. What are you doing in this realm?
I am trying to save Lunaris.
Do I believe him? I don't think I believe him.
Give me
But I would
an
like to
insight
proceed
check.
somehow. What?
Give me an insight.
Okay. Shoot. Okay, 23.
He appears to be telling the truth.
Really?
Indeed.
Deals.
What? Huh?
Can I scream really loud
You can.
and see if he hears me?
You scream underwater and bubbles escape, but there is sound, and you hear a distant kind of echo of something. You're not sure what it is.
Do I need to roll for anything?
No.
See how loud that sounds?
You all are approaching. You're about a minute away at this point.
So when he prayed out loud and heard his voice come back distorted and creepy, did we hear that in the
Nothing.
tunnels approaching?
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Not the crying for help. Nothing. Fun.
And you are still under water, as it were.
Wonder something.
In the goop. You got the
Yeah. Even though I believe he is trying to help, I don't feel like the heart of the tree should be like should be pristine and these spider webs and you said there was like some of the roots that looked almost corrupted.
They look like they have flecks of black in them.
And are they feeding out or in?
They seem to be kind of feeding in to the crystal. If you wish to save your blessed Lunaris, take my hand. This is your only chance.
Shit.
Never seen
Okay. Alister's. What do I know about Lunaris and if she is kind of singular in terms of like always by herself and alone, or is she more like social and like?
So she's a bit of a mix of both. So she does kind of stand alone, but she's often found working with Lunaris. She often, of course, has a very intrinsic kind of relationship with Onara. And even her brother Nethrum, she's been known to work with from time to time.
Can I place what this spider represents?
So it seems to be some form of celestial or divine creature.
But I can't place a deity behind it, or
You
if it
cannot.
is
It could be anything from a follower of Nixara, or even a trick by Eldris. Or it could be some other creature that you are less familiar with.
Yeah, Alister, even though I believe the spider might have good intentions, I totally am not okay with somebody messing with Lunaris. So I am going to as I'm like walking towards it, reaching out, and as I get close, I'm going to swipe at it with my war pick. And at the same time, I'm going to try to get between it and the crystal. And I'm going to envision, like, almost like me being like a fog or a blanket that's just enveloping the crystal to, like, shield it almost.
Mm-hmm. Very fitting. So, two things happen as you do this. The two of you kind of feel yourselves kind of inclining, and almost like steps of twisted roots under your feet, you emerge from this pool at the back of this cavern and see this spider that has been speaking with Alister as he swings with the war pick. As you swing with the war pick, the second it touches this creature, it rusts and turns black, just like this infection, and kind of dissolves into a mist that races up your arm. This bandage
Does it hurt?
So it feels good, almost healthy in a way. This bandage falls off and decays, and you see this blackness
No,
racing.
it doesn't. His arm's gone, man.
Not yet, it's not. Rust.
No,
Okay.
rust.
That too. It races up your arm, inky black veins reaching to your neck, and then kind of fades to a shadowy, almost pale gray, like your skin is almost like that of a corpse. It's
Okay.
far, far more subdued. And then as you look, as your hand is reached out with this war pick, kind of fades to your normal hue, with just hints of black veins left under your skin.
Do I see this happening? As I
You see this happening.
I'm going to immediately do gentle repose, grab it, and try to cast that on it to stop the decay.
You're about 30 feet away at this point.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
gonna-
not quite there.
But that's my thing.
Okay,
I'm
you're gonna run?
sprinting. I see it kind of going up his arm, and I'm going to try to touch and stop.
Don't forget, I'm trying to envelop my spirit around the crystal.
That does not seem to work. You still feel disconnected from the dream. And that's where we are going to take a brief 10-minute intermission. Can leave you on a cliffhanger.
All right.
So join us in 10, and we'll get back to the adventures of Alister
I
and
must
the big
freshen
spider.
up, everybody. I might have no arm.
Everybody sweats. That's what I tell my kids. Don't apologize for normal body stuff.
We're okay.
That's okay. I'm sweating. It's hot. It's 100 degrees outside.
Oh,
We're okay.
we are? My bad.
Renfield, fix the camera. I'm crooked.
Yeah,
It's 100 degrees.
Yeah, you're correct.
It
That's why
happens,
you're not
guys.
in charge of the finances.
All right, where were we? Oh, yes. As you see this blackness reach up the entirety of your arm and go kind of chill, it feels wonderful, like almost like a strong healing magic from when you've been injured. Kind of the almost euphoric tingling, almost like a really good deep tissue massage.
Okay.
Ooh,
Does
okay.
it feel like a Lunaris thing?
It doesn't really feel like it's kind of any deity. It just feels almost like a healing of sorts.
Okay.
And you kind of recoil back as your dream war pick just crumbles into this powder. And any ability to kind of touch the dream, you feel almost like it's locked away from you here.
Okay. I'm going to take a step back. Do I notice these two?
So you would feel at this moment as Langard grabs your arm.
One moment. It is a surprise to see you here, but
Gentle repose. I'm grabbing on. I'm trying to stop the decay and the spread on his arm.
So it doesn't really seem like his arm is decaying.
I'm going to, like, put my arms up towards them. I'm going to turn to the spider. Where is this corruption coming from?
The lady's corruption stems from a betrayal she made. A pact that was broken.
You speak blasphemy. The Lady of the Moon would never betray or break a solemn oath. You are surely mistaken. Identify yourself. Who are you?
My name is not to be spoken by the likes of you. It is a name your tongue cannot comprehend. If you wish for your goddess to live, I need your help.
What must be done?
Channel her power. Ideally, the three of you. And you see this giant spider look at you with these 8 humanoid eyes, staring deep into your soul.
The spider sees suddenly Plaxia's head poke out from behind Langard. Very careful.
Scream.
It's like,
Alexia, come to die. Harry Potter.
And not using my hammer, I'm going to punch with my fist the spider.
So it's almost like you punched a brick wall. Your fist just kind of almost vibrates.
I'm still holding on to you. I'm trying to stop whatever's happening. It spreads. I'm just trying to speak as possible.
You're fools. You wish your goddess to die that badly?
I'm going to say it believes what it speaks.
Do I know what's happening to Alister is probably happening to his body on the outside?
yeah, do we
Give me a
see?
medicine check.
Okay. Did that happen outside?
4.
Can I also
Yeah,
wonder
he's
about
fine.
that?
Okay.
Sure.
So I
You
don't
can
know
wonder.
if this is happening to his body.
Did that actually just happen to him in real life?
But like his arm looks almost normal now.
Oh, no, I'm shit at that too.
We'll get to the outro, bro.
We'll get to the outdoor.
Alister,
What'd you get?
what's
6.
happening?
Yeah, he's fine.
Great.
The creature says that the goddess Lunaris is perishing because of an oath she broke. It says it is trying to help. And furthermore, it requires our aid. I can tell you it believes what it says, but I, however, do not know whether it's true or not.
If you are truly devout, you must be willing to share the burden of her betrayal.
Maybe we get relaxed. Just kidding.
You hear a little behind you.
You know what? I'm going to try again to determine whether it's telling the truth.
All right.
Same roll with advantage?
No advantage.
That's a 6.
It is completely honest still.
Very well. What must we do?
Join hands together and take my hand. Leg, whatever. And as it reaches out, and channel your divinity.
What do you think, Alice?
I think this is a dream. And things in dreams
Aren't always what
Are
they
s-
seems. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
aren't always what they seem. This vile creature might very well be telling the truth. It might very well be trying to protect this sacred place.
Maybe me and you just go Blaxia goes back into this what's happening.
But we might not be enough, I fear. If they had listened to the stories I've told of dreamwalking, they might have known to place a silver mirror in my outstretched hand.
This is a true test of devotion, Alister. And I take it at home. Let's go.
May your wisdom guide us then, my friend. And we surround the crystal?
Yep. And Blaxia, are you in or are you out? Do you not feel enough?
Alexia, you are a true devout follower of Lunaris.
Well,
It may not be enough for just the two of us. But then we leave the others in limbo. I must go back.
what happens when we join the crystal? What happens outside the dream?
Are you asking the spider?
Yes. I'm assuming you are Spider.
As you channel your divinity into the heart of Lunaris' tree, you will weaken and grow cold. As for a time you will feel your connection dim as you channel your divinity into healing her and take on the small portion of the curse that afflicts her. And you will be weakened. But fear not, you will grow once more. And for a time it will halt the curse.
It very well could be a burden we must bear.
Okay. As long as Hitsu doesn't try to, cut off any body parts or anything trying to save us.
Oh, Hitsu, you would never.
Right, cut it in 3, 2, 1.
And we go
That's unspecific.
and we go back to the real world, the waking world.
Right, I'll place a piece of wood in his mouth for him to bite down.
The only thing you guys probably hear from me is I screamed at Alister once on my sleeping over there.
That's
Besides that, I'm just sleeping.
Just like that,
makes
too.
sense. It's a wench.
Inspiration.
It's quite human tonight.
So
Oh dear.
you see this blackness, and as you're pulling your sword up, you see it kind of fade.
I saw it creep further though. That was
You
the thing.
did.
I think out of
this-
fairness, I'm gonna just roll. I just think because I was prepared to cut it off already.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I said if it was gonna move further, and I'm only saying that only because of what Hitsu as being living in the sea. If someone gets bit while fishing by a sea snake or something, the only way you live that is to cut off the limb instantly. Otherwise, it travels right to the heart. It's just how he thinks of this.
Alister, did you take your armor off for sleep?
I did not. However, I'm not in full metal armor. It's more of, breastplate
Okay.
and then chainmail
Okay.
and gauntlet. But the hand that was corrupted, it didn't have gauntlet, it was just bandaged.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So you're seeing it travel up past the elbow.
Yeah, you definitely see.
Yeah, we
holes.
would've-
So roll to hit.
Well, I'm gonna just roll just reflexes, I'm thinking here. Because you said it was quick.
Yeah, like the span of a second.
Yeah.
From going rapid flash of black to gray.
Yeah, and so I think it's only fair for me to roll, and I'll just use my to hit modifier. I think that's...
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of
Oh dear.
roll from...
Get ready to
You
deal
should
with it.
roll to see if you have a conscience. First,
Any way I can help with this? Because I'm also
That depends.
just-
Are you trying to stop or ensure?
It's because he does
Hold
have
on,
a
still.
conscience.
He told me to cut it off the other day.
You hold the torso.
He even
you
asked the
hold legs.
doctor.
He told
Oh
me.
no! That's not just a natural. That's double. No, that's a double crit.
wait, that's 2 20s? Are you
That's a
serious?
20 to 19, and I crit on 19s because it's my ex.
Double crit!
So without a second of hesitation, your hands drop. And as you do, it sinks about halfway into Alister's arm.
Oh no.
Ouch!
Only half?
And it's almost like you're cutting into stone.
Oh.
And you see this black ichor spew from his arm.
As I see that, I am channeling my last 3 spell slots into a smite with Onara.
And it's almost like the cracking of a rock when you see like a piece of slate shear off of a mountainside as you drop down the last 3 or 4 inches with your blade, leaving Alister's severed arm, which rapidly decays into a pool of blackness.
Oh, you wanted that on? No,
It was my favorite arm!
you can figure out the other one.
In the dream world, I'm holding on to that arm. What happens to it while I'm holding on to it?
Yeah, because we're surrounding the crystal, right?
So
I go into
you see it start convulsing, almost like
The Alister, hold on tight.
worse,
I
almost
can't
like
feel my arm!
almost like snakes or insects are burrowed under the skin. It bubbles and writhes.
Oh!
That
That's
was
my
my
least
last time. I
favorite
thought you
part of the
bit.
mummy.
I thought you bit every day, Alister. Why is it so?
I'm going to try again to envision myself not, with normal arms.
And you feel your arm kind of growing cold and almost turning transparent. Almost like a misty
Am I?
bluish black. It doesn't hurt at all. In fact, you don't feel a thing.
We must hurry. I feel this dream has come to an end.
Don't do that too much.
They're just real
Kids,
friendly.
right?
They're practicing for when they're the end again.
Oh god!
So, what do you do as you're standing around this crystal
We
panicking?
were waiting for Palaxia's decision, I think, whether you were committing to the ritual.
Yes, and I will continue walking forward and grab their hands. I take it not the hand that's wiggling though.
Oh, no, Langford's got that.
Do I see it do anything?
You see him kind of like
shaking the ball?
shaking a little bit, and it looks kind of misty and faint.
Alister, settle down.
Chill the fuck
I
out.
do,
We've held that.
I do not know what's going
Hold the
on.
name. Hold the name.
We must proceed fast. Keep an eye on it.
Strength check to see if I can control this arm.
I think he might
That'd be
be
unarmed combat.
a hand.
Hey,
It's definitely hand to
Too
hand.
soon. Too soon.
19.
Too soon.
Yeah, you. Alistair, you are so weak.
That's the new team name, Hand-Eye Coordination.
Wait, what?
For those who didn't, yeah. Oh my god.
That was good.
I can't. I need
That
to
was
use
pretty
this.
good.
Right before I actually grab their hands, I see this interaction where he's trying to get control of this arm, and I'm like, wow, what is happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Much time.
Yeah, but why is the... What's happening? You two, what is happening?
I want to grab the other arm and Waxy. I'm just going to throw him in.
Alright.
Do I need to roll for anything?
No.
Yeah,
So-
no, I'm fully committed to
Yeah, so
him.
you're gonna win.
I'm going
So
to win.
we are
You are channeling your
channeling
divinity.
everything I've got.
So
Yay.
every ounce of your divinity kind of leaves you in a rush, and you feel weakened. You feel mortal and very tired. You see your hand kind of transparency increase, go very faint, and it's almost like you black out. First, Alister. Plaxia, you hang on for a few more seconds as you see Alister collapse and kind of dissipate into silvery sparks.
I reflexively let go, but then kind of try to go, oh no, is that my fault? Is that my fault? I let go, is that my fault?
I'm not with you. I threw you guys in.
And you look back at Langrit as you dissipate as well.
I don't feel so good, Langrit.
Langrit, did you channel your divinity as well?
No.
I know that.
I am
What
just...
the hell?
No, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I want to look at the spider and just be like, is what you say is true? You are truly trying to save others.
I will usher her into a new chapter.
Can I do insight?
Absolutely.
Those are different words.
Natural 20.
Oh!
What is your insight modifier?
Insight modifier?
Yeah.
I think it is. Sorry, it closed.
That's just scary that you're asking for a modifier with the nat 20. That's all you gotta say.
And they waited with bated breath. And also, yes.
Skill checks with natural 20s do not mean
so
success.
26.
He is telling the truth, and you feel this with utmost certainty that he is there to deliver Lunaris into a new chapter. And it doesn't seem to be harmful or inimical.
Do I have that little rock that I have?
You do.
Okay. Do I feel like if I'm gonna pull it out, and whatever I can do to put as much power into it and act as a grenade before I jump in and leave it there?
Okay. You could channel your divinity into it.
I will.
As it is a divine relic.
And I pop it in. I don't say anything, but I do that and I jump back into where they just jumped into. As I push this into it.
As you throw it or push it towards the spider, you see it smile. As it reaches out with a strand of webbing and pulls it towards it.
I will crack a smile ever so slightly. Just say, here we go.
So far, so good.
I will see you again, Langrid. And you wake up. And the three of you jolt awake. Alister, you feel a sharp, searing pain for all of 3 seconds before almost a indescribable coldness as you look down, about a hand shorter.
Where's my arm?
The bundle.
And
I have to get up again.
And
This is a
from-
bad plague.
From your stump, you see this ichor pouring out for a few moments until a few drops leave you. And then it's almost as if the wound seals itself.
Oh, sweet. I don't even use this spell.
Thanks. Does it grow back?
Does it still look bad?
Maybe with time.
So it looks like he just had his fucking arm cut off,
Yeah, that's
but it's not bleeding.
I'm going to Oh,
Totally
dear.
black.
It's not.
This is it now.
You also take 53 points of damage.
You are likely unconscious.
Okay, I wake up just
You wake
long
up
enough
and
to
you're still
scream.
asleep.
You pass out from the shock.
So my max is 46.
You're fine. You're not dead. That hurts.
Has
How
to
much
be
damage?
double to
You're
kill
just
you.
dying.
I did 53 points of damage.
25 health.
I'll probably just be getting over there.
You were prepared.
I am passed out at this
Yeah,
point.
I already rolled it. It was 25.
So yeah, you were actually, you wake up, you feel your pain, you black for a second, and then you wake up because he was
Okay.
prepared with healing.
I rolled you for 25 points.
So I was. Is it zero or is it negative?
It's very traumatizing.
Dude,
Right,
it
but
is.
so you're
This
good.
was like
So
to be an orc
20
barbarian.
No, it doesn't. No, you went to
Okay.
0.
And it's
then
more than
25
10%,
health.
so you get your 25. Yeah.
So I'll see you healing him, but I'll look at Plaxia. And you look okay. Does she look okay?
Galaxia looks completely normal, just.
Where was the gunk being stored?
In the gunk zone.
School never prepared me for any of that.
I'm just like what? Oh, who attacked us? Is everybody else okay? Land grid.
the cool has only one now. No, seriously, are you okay?
I do not know. And then I scan the group and I stop as I see Hitsu Ishikura over there.
Hachisuka! Give me the other one!
With a bloody cock. Oh no! Wait, who
Go do it all
who
day.
actually did it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Hitsu.
But it's not bloody,
Stop.
it's black.
And you're having this.
Like he just did the thing like where the swords would like flick
Uh-huh.
off the black and then he's sheathing it.
What's happened here?
You. What? He. So.
Alister.
Can I do an insight to just see if I understand why?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
feel like that's all I got. 7.
Thief!
You're very confused.
Villain!
I'm very confused.
Should I cast comprehend languages?
Sleight of hand in my
I mean,
hand.
maybe linguistics from speaking finger pointing.
Vile!
Someone tell me what has happened.
Planners!
I need to.
We're not talking about your mother.
Let us explain this in simple
Insult to
terms
injury.
now.
It's insulting first.
Whatever was happening in
Think
the
of his
dreamscape
hand,
you were in,
Yeah, it saved his life probably.
it caused the infection to stimulate. It started reaching past the bandages. It was going to your heart.
Nope.
We had to act quickly.
And then I'm gonna kind
I mean,
of
look at the puddle beneath you.
That was your arm. It didn't cut like an arm.
Oh!
That was inside of you.
It felt all the creatures we fought. When they died, they turned into puddles of black ichor.
Perhaps I misjudged
Do you
you.
want to comb your hair?
Oh! The first time.
I must humbly ask your forgiveness, Hitsu. I did not quite understand why, but now I do.
And if you wanted to stay on, let me tell you.
Healer's work is never done.
I cut it deep on the first cut with no issues. Your arm was like a stone.
You hacked it at it twice?
It was oddly sturdy.
Well,
my medical.
I am sturdy, I've been known.
No, not like that. I've cut through flesh many times. That wasn't flesh.
You're a sturdy boy, but it was like sturdy like ball.
B-O-I. Boy.
Well, in that case, I believe instead of cursing, I owe you my thanks.
You don't owe me anything. We're getting you out alive, and we're getting all of you out alive. What did you learn from your crazy dream walking nonsense? Because Lunaris doesn't even know and won't talk to me about a thing to do with your
It
goddess.
seems like none of the gods know what's going on.
No, she does know. She can't speak of it. It goes beyond her means.
the riddles of the divine.
There was a vile creature who seemed... whose I did not trust. It was not lying. However, I still do not know what to make of it.
Words can be manipulated even without lies.
We were fixing your arm.
I relay about the spider and about
I'm not lying.
the curse that Lunaris, because of breaking the oath. I don't try to hide anything at this point.
So, Alister, give me a perception check with advantage.
What?
12.
So I feel like at this point, Alister, being who he is, couldn't resist like throwing his hair back. And as you do, you feel like a sharp pain. As you pull your hand back and a clump of hair falls out with it.
Alister, is that the new conditioner you're using?
My beautiful locks!
What do you do?
This is worse than the hand!
That tracks.
I'm so distraught that this is happening, and I'm so, feeling so disheveled. I kind of walk around a tree, and I try to hide from you guys in shame.
No, Sir Alister, you're still beautiful. You're lovely. It's not about what you look like on the outside.
One-handed. I will be bold.
Oh, it's okay though.
My best friend has one eye.
Oh my God.
It's terrible.
The fact that...
Who dare you only have one eye as his best friend?
It is so embarrassing, I tell you.
Don, it's your fault.
No.
Farther.
No.
Farther back.
Somebody help them.
Your tear is dissolving.
You put it on backwards, Alister.
One sec.
It's stuck in your hair.
One sec.
This has to be canon, right?
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Don't bring out more of the hair. It's so
my God.
It's so hard to grow back.
A large portion falls out with your tiara.
No. And I'm just gonna sink down to my knees and I'm just murmuring nonsense. I don't think anybody can understand words that are coming out of my mouth.
I'm going to clean my sword in the water.
Should I cast comprehend language?
As you touch your sword to the water, it boils vigorously.
Is it regular water?
It's regular water, but it's almost as if it's a red hot iron put into the water.
Yeah, that black blood is not good.
You didn't wipe your sword before you shoot.
No, he did like this.
Oh, okay.
But that means there's still going to be blood on it.
Can I go to Salir?
That's fair.
You can.
I've heard from a few of us, but you give me blunt answers. So, what happened when we were gone for? He cut off his arm. Who? Hitsu? The one with the sword? Do you think that should have happened? Yes. Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Yes.
Simple investigation.
You know the blast
Show
that was
off.
on his hand?
No, it's right there.
So we cut it off. Yeah.
Palaxia is over here just consoling Alister. It's okay, your hair is gonna grow right back into
It is over.
It's prophetic as you say this. Another patch falls out.
When you woke up, I was basically kind of straddling him with my hand like this over him in case he actually fully turned. And the moment you woke up and then he started, I just...
Good morning.
Hi, it was just to wake you.
Hello.
Oh, goddess, why?
And you feel no reply. You don't even feel your divinity. You feel like a normal human.
All of a sudden, I kind of freeze. And I just stand up tantrum totally over. And I try to reach for my divinity.
You know it is there, but you can't touch it. As if it's been used up and will have to kind of replenish.
Okay, so it's not.
So you haven't
Locked.
lost it.
I haven't
It's
lost
just
it.
very, very muted.
It's just muted, like as if I used it in a battle,
Exactly.
and I have to
But
rest to
much
recover.
stronger. Like this will take you a while to recover from. And
Oh, this is even worse! And I fall back down to my knees and start complaining again loudly. In fact, so loudly that do not touch what is left of my hair.
That was so genuine.
And as you reach out to adjust your tiara with both hands, you do. And you look down, and your hand has returned. But it's far different than it was. It's
Hitsu?
almost...
We might need your knife! Again, this looks quite different.
So it looks almost like the arm of a newborn baby. It is...
Hairless!
It is like completely hairless, bright, untanned skin, and it still has black veins in it, but they don't look Icarus? Icarish? Icarus?
It's like this little...
They don't look like Icarus.
Is it the same size?
It
Or is it truly a little like baby hands?
That would be very tempting. But no, it is your normal hand, just newborn. And it almost glows with a silvery light.
It is a miracle Lunaris has bestowed. Ha-ha! You cannot cut me to pieces? Hitsu, try again, try this one!
Hitsu is in the water cleaning his sword and just looks back. Look. That's not how limbs are supposed to be.
It is a perfectly well-defined look at the rippling muscles.
It has like no muscle.
Is there
It's the wimpy arm.
Is there
My mouth
anything I can roll to understand what the hell just happened?
Yes. Medicine, religion, arcana. You tell me.
Can I give you
Someone
guidance?
answer me.
I'm gonna give you guidance. Look at my fingers!
Hey,
Look!
can I touch it? Oh, it's
It
like
is
like all
incredibly
slimy.
soft.
Oh,
They're all like baby and
It's
like,
almost
and like-
it's so soft.
You're regenerating. Do you think you're a god now?
I do not feel like a god, but
Well, gods can't feel pain.
how's my hair?
Falling out.
It's all there. It's back.
No,
I am so sorry.
you've got like 3 or 4
the only two
like
clear
patches left. It's falling out
Oh my
rapidly.
God, look like a
Do I
Warhammer
do?
character.
Okay, so do I know? Do I feel like I'm getting bold?
Yes.
Picturing all of this. So fun.
Bold god, that would be just a joke indeed.
You've got to start doing a comb over at this point.
What would stop your hair from growing? If your arm could do what your hair could.
Focus on it. I don't know. 26.
For
Medicine.
this is not normal.
Prayer.
God help him.
Gosh, what's happening?
We're all helping.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which one?
I don't know.
Hey, you want to try
this
mine
one- No.
for prayer?
No.
You wanna try mine?
No.
Here, take mine. Mine's blue.
Chill. It's 20. It's 20. It's above a 20. 26.
Some form of divine spark has filled this arm. Something celestial or divine has channeled the power into Alister's left arm.
And what about his hair?
That is a side effect of whatever substance was inside of him.
Well, Alister is literally has trying to blow like really hard into his nose, trying to see if I can make the hair come out.
So, you kind of do that and you cough a little bit, and some of this bloody black phlegm comes out into your hand.
Which one?
Into your whatever one you're doing this with.
Probably not my good one.
Okay.
The new one, not the new one. Is that the new one's the good one now?
Have you started
Shiny and
smoking
chrome.
again, Alister?
Again.
I can't. Oh, this is
You're doing special.
this is awful.
Don't sound too excited.
Well,
No. It's not good.
when I channeled my divinity into the crystal, I disappeared. What happened after I left?
You've been touched by the divine. The only reason that our arm grew back, it's blessed by the divine. The hair is a side effect of the dark ichor inside you, at the very least. But it doesn't entirely.
Yeah, I think.
You get that? I take that on really good.
Oh, I can see the tape.
There's
Sorry, everyone, technical difficulties.
Don't look at me!
Alister, I didn't know the top of your head was blue.
It's blue. I don't need it.
That's the bruising.
Oh no!
Oh, does that all
wait.
fall out?
It's
Yes.
attached. It's attached.
Oh dear, I didn't think about this. Okay.
No, let's help.
It's-
No, just leave it right
Yeah,
there.
it's
That's
two.
perfect. No, there it is. It's a
You
beard
do
now.
grow a magnificent beard.
That doesn't look like how it's
So what has happened?
Has it been awake the whole time?
Oh no!
If you turn your head, he can see the hook. There you go.
After I disappeared from the dream world,
Alister, I look like the helmet.
This thing is sturdy.
let us not focus on my hair. Let's focus on, on
now
what
you-
happened. Oh,
Now you don't want to focus on your hair.
oh. Yeah, nobody focus on my hair.
I've known him.
I'm still wearing.
Since he's always that, just such luscious locks.
Yeah, there you go.
Believe it or not, he's actually got him better.
You look more mature.
I love the 3 raggedy strands there on the side. It's really a Gollum Smeagol moment right there.
I think I know what the.
Let's not focus on my newfound, wonderfully shaped dome.
Why
But in
not?
fact, what has happened after
It
I woke up?
glistens in the moonlight.
I have more bandages.
Alister.
Really?
You're pulling out your phone at this moment.
Listen.
I had to send a sending crystal to everybody at the order.
Like a good selfie.
It's called Divine Snapshot.
Can we please keep our good eye on the ball, as it were, and proceed to my question?
Eyeball.
Apologies.
Apology might be accepted later. So what happened after I poofed out of the dream, as it were?
You came through. You had no arm. Your hair is gone. And Palaxia is still talking a lot.
Just a stray.
You observe so many things that people with 2 eyes miss. It's quite humorous. However, I feel the time for humor is perhaps later.
I do feel like the time for sleep is out. It has been a long day and an even longer night.
So maybe my hair would grow back by the morning. That is true.
I feel as if maybe we can gather our thoughts and talk about it.
What time is it at this point?
It is probably about 2, 3 in the morning. None of you have rested.
I would say
I
no.
do think so. Yeah, you look particularly exhausted for just chopping a hand off.
Can I cast sleep on myself?
Sure.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Are you sitting down for this, or are you just doing it standing up?
No, I don't have. Don, does anyone have a spell to help me sleep tonight?
I have one.
Great.
It's very handy.
I can imagine you.
I got funny still.
If everyone comes near the water, I can make sure it's soothing enough.
You gonna do a sponge bath?
Not in the water. Otherworldly voice above me.
This is just a terrible dream. A dream within a dream.
Just get over here.
And
I walk over.
strand of hair is wonderful. Just blowing in the wind.
Please, nobody focus on my dome at this point.
Your queen dome.
So shiny.
We all got issues. I'd be more worried about the fact they're still spitting up black ichor.
I'm worried about what I've seen in the dream world, to be honest.
It's clearly some sort of divine intervention. If another god can't speak of it, the reason why I look so tired, I was not lying to you. I let Onara actually inhibit my own self and soul just so she could glimpse everything that we had seen.
That must have been a terrifying...
Don't speak of my goddess that way. Please.
I meant for her. You are so, you know, wonderful and unique in your own way.
And your culture's cool too.
Yeah, we're lucky this time.
What you gonna do with that dream?
Not another hand you got there. Unsheathed sword slowly.
As much as I like the trick of losing an arm and growing it back, I would like to get used to this one.
I don't like cutting off people's limbs. I'm not some savage barbarian.
What are you talking? I mean, very true. Yes. I am very tired. I believe I should go to bed right now.
And they call me the one who has anger issues. All right, everyone sit down.
I will pop a spot.
As you see his lantern, because you guys weren't even in there, you were in the dream world.
But I seen you carried around, like, through the fog.
It shines much brighter for a moment, as it looks like, again, like the area around within like a 30-foot area gets like this. It looks like the mirrors of like you're looking into the ocean through frosted glass for a moment, as multiple beds and like an actual like living room space kind of just appears there.
Oh, this is quite nicer accommodations than our camp. You've been hiding a secret, kind sir. What do you call this place? Is this real? I'm gonna poke at a bed.
It's nice wood.
That was a very bright flash. Do I think that bright flash could have been what Galaxia has seen?
Most likely.
Galaxia, I think we have found your polywampus.
It's a flasher.
Oh no.
You mentioned you saw something floating in a flash and...
Oh, Beanie Wally.
Beanie Wally, that was it.
You were the Beanie Wally.
What the hell did you just call me?
No.
I thought you were celibate. You don't have a mind.
No. The lantern, I saw it before Reese. Wait a minute, were you spying on us?
Aye.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, deservedly so. You're all hiding shit from me.
Well, first you cut off my arm, and before that you spied on us.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, very nice. It is exactly what I would have done. In fact,
just relax and listen to the sea. I will do a prayer check very annoyingly. 24.
So it is not as soothing as you would expect to be. It's kind of tumultuous and turbid because Onara is a little drained, and so are you.
It's more so it's like the kind of like the storm hitting like the windows.
Yeah.
So it's still aesthetically nice to the ears, but it's not like a calm.
It's very much the storm is rolling in kind of sea.
And after he does this, Hitsu goes to this very large bed, and you just see him fall face first. He is out.
Is there a tree?
A what?
Tree.
I mean, it's
literally just a living room in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
okay. And there's no walls? Or?
No, there's no walls.
Okay.
It's just a lantern in the center, and it's like so off the table. I can't bring you into my thing, but I can bring whatever I want out at will.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's technically a full like 30 by 30 room, so it's huge. And so I can just bring stuff out. So you just have a full living room with bunks. And it's like Japanese style, like
I'm
furniture.
climbing in. Stop hurting yourselves. We're the best.
Is anyone taking watch?
I'm going to
I
bed.
literally can't.
I will because I'm oversleep at this point. I have a lot to process and I don't technically need sleep, so Alaxia will keep watch. First at least.
By our rules, I will die if I don't sleep right now.
I walk out of the living room and I climb a tree.
Yeah, you're done. No,
And I'm just
you
gonna
have
be
to
up
get all
there.
the way to complete
Survey.
exhaustion, but
It's 4, right?
6.
Oh, it's 6?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But you are fucking beat.
I need to rest very much. I enjoy these breakfasts. I'll take a nap.
Oh,
I
is
will go to sleep.
I thought it was only 6.
Or did they? Is the 10 exhaustion a homebrew or is that actually?
Is-
they do it at 20?
Alistair, are you sleeping?
No, it's just 6. So it's
I am.
incrementally. It doesn't have
I'm
all
gonna
the
try
weird
this.
Maybe that
stuff.
was.
I'm gonna ask
Mine's
you,
the beta.
Doc, can we sleep back to back?
Still the better version.
It's been a rough night. I'm afraid something's.
I wanted to suggest the very same.
We'll sleep back to back.
Oh, they're sleeping together. So sweet.
They changed it.
Can I-
Still shit.
Can I cast command and
Ooh.
say rest? And I cast it on
Yeah.
Alister.
I'm going to
And you
say,
can
oh, there is no need for...
And
then
like a log, you just
I just
drop.
fall asleep.
And with him laying against my back, I'm gonna just kind of stay awake for first watch as well.
Okay. Halaxia, give me a perception check as you are taking watch.
So the new one is.
Alright, at your own risk. I can never find my ship. Whoa, no, that's an 8.
You notice nothing.
Oh, look, I went through a lot in that dream. I'm thinking about things. Okay, I am absorbed in thought. I shouldn't be taking watch, but I am.
So, as you're kind of sitting there pondering, you feel a cold hand touch your ankle. And you grasp very firmly. And as you look down, a arm very similar to Alister's, made of this black, shadowy liquid, is grabbing your arm your leg and trying to climb up you.
Okay, I do that noise and yank my foot up as hard as I can, just trying to, like a cat, just jump up and away.
As you do, it kind of spills out into a pool of liquid and sprays everywhere.
Oh God, gross! Oh my God! Oh. I am going to look directly up into the tree above me and go, oh my God, did anybody else see that?
There's no one up there. Are you in the tree? Or
I'm in a tree.
Oh, you are in the tree.
I
just gonna
did
look-
say I was watching. I mean, you want
Yeah.
to roll perception to see if I saw the hand?
Yeah.
Or saw my outbursts or anything.
I probably eventually drifted off to sleep.
Yeah.
Even though I tried to stay awake, but I probably
Oh,
went to sleep.
absolutely.
I've
You're
been trying to sleep
exhausted.
all night. Yeah.
You can also have like one of
I
these like
do.
rope hammocks up there from Itsu.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, you see this kind of shadow and then her just boing straight up into the air.
Yeah, basically.
I was-
There was a hand. There was a hand. Did you see it? Did you see the hand? It grabbed me, and honestly, it looked like all that nonsense we were dealing with earlier.
Did it just disappear?
It did. It just like water droplets. Or goop droplets, I guess.
When?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you, question, real quick, did y'all, after the chopping, keep the lip?
Oh, it turned into a bug.
It's okay, neat, fun, okay.
Is this like
I
a
think
dream
it's still
thing that's going
alive.
on, or?
I think I got, it was either Ghost of Alister arm, or it's still puddling through the earth. It grabbed me.
I didn't
Sorry.
see anything. So I don't know.
Well, I felt it.
I am
Now it's
kidding.
your
I did
Christmas
see it
day.
happen. That was a little weird.
I really don't know how to read you.
Yeah,
Like
it just went
most
like
of the
it
time.
went.
Cool.
It was like on your leg, and you were like, "What?" And
The ghost of Alister, armed past, present, and future.
I don't like it.
Quite unseemly.
I don't want to wait Hitsu, but I do want to know if this is a big enough deal.
I'm sure it's nothing.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe me either.
Agree. I'm gonna go wake up.
Oh, don't wake him up. He's had a rough day.
Yeah.
Don't wake up Hitsu. He's not okay right now.
Cool.
We know what happened to Alister. This will be the 6th time that someone's been in a rented language.
Well, if you're not gonna let me wake anybody up, I'm gonna come sit in your tree and trance next to you. Thanks.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go.
What a threat.
You just kind of like wrap your tail around there.
Do you?
It's gay now.
Dang.
I know I should be super anxious, but I'm kind of feeling chill right now.
Great.
Oh no, that was an inside thought.
You made it an outside thought.
Did I? Damn.
Oh, shucks.
Damn.
The sea breeze blows by.
And with that, it is morning.
Alistair's probably still sleeping. However, if you look, he is now the big spoon.
You're the little spoon.
It's gay now!
I turn around.
Well,
That reminds me when we were in the Northern Territory, we had
Scottish?
to get together to
Leopard?
serve.
Come on. Our scores are huge.
Oh.
Andrew, our scores are massive.
First thing I do when I wake
It's
up,
just making the
I want to look at his arm immediately when I wake up. That's the first thing on my mind. What do I see? Does it grow?
Look, it like a newborn baby's adult arm.
I'm still sleeping.
I'll turn over. So Alister. Alister, wake up. How are you?
Oh.
Good.
I had the weirdest dream that my. Oh!
It is okay. Everybody
So
loses-
you feel a little bit of stubble starting to come back in.
It's still. But it's growing back. And. Growth is progress, they always say.
At least that goes back.
Well, you never know. There could be a time.
No, I'm fairly certain. But how?
You're lucky you didn't lose a nose.
Listen, Alister. How are you feeling today?
How am I feeling today?
You still feel tired and a little worn out, so you still have 1 point of exhaustion, but you do feel pretty good.
Okay. I feel better than yesterday, worse than most days.
Is anybody else awake?
I actively didn't sleep, so I can take a point.
Okay. And Plaxit, you would gain 1 point of exhaustion back, so you only have 1.
Okay.
Rather than the 2.
I think perhaps we should discuss our next plan of action.
Let's wake up everybody else.
Yesterday.
Mr. Medicine Man, good morning.
Hit me in my soul.
Please
Wake up.
don't. Please don't stare. It is embarrassing as it is.
I didn't recognize.
You still look tired this morning, Hitsu.
Hitsu is leaning back. His eyes are looking crusty, and he looks a little bit more hunched over than usual. But he already has his rod out and he's fishing. That's a 21.
Yeah, so you actually don't catch any fish, but a couple of large crayfish,
Ooh.
actually.
Excellent morning breakfast. Because now he's revealed his secrets of his lamp, his lantern, he'll just, an icebox will appear, he'll take out eggs, and he'll do like he'll look to you. Hey, you!
Well, what is that, Hitsu?
Here's crayfish. Here's some eggs. Oh, I think I have some
You've
good
had
cheese.
eggs this whole time? Oh my.
Oh, and here's a full oven.
It's a pretty good bread too.
Oh, let's
Make something good, please.
Well, let's see what I can do. Do you perhaps have salt?
An entire spice rack
Rosemary?
appears.
Exit basket.
He's like, oh yeah.
And
Time
as
to
you
get
try and like
serious.
crack your knuckles, your right hand does. Your left one just kind of twinges and hurts a little bit.
Oh,
It's sensitive.
this is going to take time to get used to.
These
And-
knuckles crack. These fingers crack.
And you can tell you have no coordination in your left hand.
Oh, great.
Joey hand.
I just want to let you know, there is 500 gold worth of random bits and bobs of like living equipment in there. That's what I
alright.
spend my money on.
That's amazing.
Do you need help getting down from the tree?
Probably.
It was on
Is there
your
like a
process to
knack
get
to
you up there.
Yeah, is there like a technique or something to it? Like,
Yeah.
can you just tell me where to stop?
No, just reach your arm down.
How did you get up in it?
Okay.
Just pull her.
Do you like do it into your arms?
No,
like-
I just try and pull her to make her think she's falling.
I
Wow.
fell straight on my face. I was not expecting it at all.
I'm not gonna let you fall, but I'm trying to make you think.
But, I mean, I did. You're successful.
Give me a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw.
That's it.
Do you want me to make anything to catch her?
Alexia.
No!
Why?
I fall flat on my face. It's a nat
Give
one.
me a unarmed combat.
I'm so upset. Actually, that was not fair.
25.
Oh, it's very fair.
Ah! The dice knew.
So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you do fall out of the tree, and it's a decent weight, but you do catch her, and she kind of.
As I'm cooking,
She's a lot heavier than she looks.
Hey.
I play it off, and I'm like,
Be so honest.
I like kind of drop you a little bit, and you kind of hit my knee. And I'm just like, oh, sorry, I'm not used to catching people in armor, and I like,
Did you like bane me by accident?
kinda.
You have
It
a
was like,
noticeable welt on your
I was
knee.
like bending my knees, like getting ready to have like support.
Did I say something? What did I say?
Okay.
Lunaris didn't care about me before I did the house.
Lunaris was born.
There-
Bathed it. You merely adopted Lunaris' powers.
I was born in
That's true, but it's big.
Me and the spider were bros. I
What'd you do? What's happening?
I
I'm
missed
just
something.
like this communication.
I don't know what's happening. What's happening?
It
Yeah.
sounded like I said something different. It's fine. It's fine. It's
She
fine.
was trying to talk about like the Bane scene with
You
Batman.
didn't have to explain
But
it.
I heard bang, so then her saying, "Did you just bang me on accident?"
That's why you were like,
Roll for accidental sexual performance.
I was like, what's to look for? What did I say?
no, her. I dropped her on my knee.
But it was just her doing
It wasn't
this
even a
as
good
well.
time. I dropped her too. Just took her out of the tree, and you know.
We're growing so close, so quickly.
It wasn't that one. That's a hell of a meet cute.
Very friendly with each other, you know?
Alexia.
No, Lunaris said it had to be celibate.
Not a mission if you're not looking like this. This is most unprofessional in the name of Lunaris.
What were you doing in the tree to begin with as I'm cooking?
Well, you know, funny story. So I was keeping watch as one does, and so totally not a shadow, totally not my imagination. An arm looked so much like yours, by the way. Grabbed my leg, and it was.
I certainly did not.
Not you. Your arm. But your arm back when it was like all inky black, the ichor stuff, and it was disembodied as far as I could tell.
You
Grabbed
mean
me.
my old arm?
Yes, the one that puddle-fied, the puddly one that they were talking about.
We saw plenty of them do that. Remember?
Oh.
I know what I saw.
Yeah, I believe you.
Arm
Maybe it was
grabbed,
just trying
freaked out,
to,
up
I don't know. Find me again.
A tree.
Give me a hand.
That was uncalled for. I haven't recovered yet.
It was a process.
Sorry.
To the tree.
Alister, I don't think you should be trusting anything with that black ichor stuff.
Oh, you might have a point there, Hitsu. How do you like your eggs?
Oh, over easy, thank you.
Oh, of course, of
I think
course.
that's the important thing here. Can I have scrambled?
Are you sure?
Like it's like that, like kind of like almost like runny scramble, you know?
Well, that is pretty
I
good.
mean, that's an odd way to have eggs, but I guess I can accommodate you. Yeah.
Why is it all?
Scrambled.
How do you like your eggs?
I like them poached.
Okay. Sorry, it's just an odd
It's a good way to have it. Oh, they need some vinegar for that.
They're so spiteful.
Depends. How fresh are these eggs?
Icebox, what's 4 days?
They'll be fine without the vinegar, I believe. I'm gonna proceed to cook. Oh, you said there was crawfish. Did you want eggs too?
Oh, sure. I'll take like an omelet.
An omelet. How many eggs? Couple? Something.
2, 3. Yeah.
Alister, my usual.
12 eggs scrambled coming up.
And a full bottle of Tabasco. Damn! For drinking.
And Alexia.
I actually have some rations that I've been meaning to finish off, so I'll just take care of myself.
Well, how do you like your eggs?
Well, is that relevant?
I don't know, I'm just asking.
No one's ever asked me that before.
Nice, obviously.
Wow.
Tension in the air.
Not honestly scrambled because it's fluffy. That brings me joy.
People that have scrambled eggs, I find, are quite odd in the eye.
I find people who cook poached eggs quite
Maybe from language
judgy.
perspective.
As long as they are not touched.
This is true.
We take one
Because
step
that is
forward
checking
in
at
our
that point.
relationship, and then we take 2 steps back.
3, 4, 5.
How successful? Well, yes.
I was just going to say, if you don't mind, as we said, we're going to hold off until the morning. If you could just go through everything that has happened and just let us know what all has happened. When you were in your
Give
dreams.
me a perception check as you caught Alexia.
And
What's happening?
Okay, you didn't notice.
I didn't know.
I didn't notice either. Nobody knows what's going on.
Did I notice what happened to me?
I just want you to
Have
just
you
tell
looked in the
everybody,
mirror?
including myself, me not being there, what's happened.
I'm going to hand out the food, and as I do, I'm going to launch into the whole story of the dream, the tree, going through the tree, the spider discussion, everything that happened, the kind of combining the prayer thing, and to the point where I woke up with my hand, kind of just fountaining ichor.
Okay.
Can I do a religion check on that spider I'm being told about?
With disadvantage.
That's not.
Can I give him guidance since I'm showing
Sure.
him about it?
D6?
Guidance is a D4 for me. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't apologize.
Always take my guidance with a pinch of salt.
12?
Yeah. Spider.
Creepy spider?
Could be any number of dark gods or kind of shadowy type gods.
Some sort of shadowy type god, but honestly, I don't really know
Maybe
specifics.
not a god, but definitely
Shadowy
divine.
type being that can influence divine figures.
did you tell us that it
Yeah.
said it was like the Fate Weaver or whatever? Or did you leave that part out?
I haven't heard that.
I didn't hear that part. Ask
Only
Alexia.
Alister heard that.
Yeah.
Did you tell
He
us
did
that?
tell us.
I told you guys everything.
Can
I
I
heard.
Oh,
He
total
who weaves
honesty,
the
okay.
threads of fate.
Can I do a religion
Or
check on
fabric of fate.
this spider?
That is not a Nethrim thing. Do I know that?
You do not know if that's the case.
Okay.
Does that mean anything?
Yeah, does anybody know what that means?
All of you can attempt a religion check independently if you want. The DC is very high.
I already don't know, so I'm not even gonna try it, right?
I'll use my advantage for the day.
I know nothing.
Did anyone get a 30?
Not 2030.
Oh! Wow! Are you?
The two non-Lunaris.
So, you would know that there are whispers of a certain deity that does sometimes go by this title. You don't know which one, but it is often one that is associated with dark deals that grant impressive amounts of power at a very steep price.
I'll just look over at the three of them and ask them, hey, did you guys happen to, did it ask you to do anything?
Well,
Like, did it try to, for lack of a better term, make a deal with you?
Well,
it asked for assistance, as we asked it for its assistance to save Lunaris. As I told you in my story, we joined hands at its bequest. Were you not listening? You know, the altitude does get to oneself. The eggs are good.
common sense usually dictates you don't make deals with shadowy entities, right?
Okay,
Or spiders, but it is
But
always
you-
in a dream.
yeah, but you just said that. But it asked for your assistance. In return, you get its assistance.
Yes, that's what I said.
So you made a deal with this creature.
Oh, I wouldn't call it a deal.
A favor.
You know, when you agree to something and then another person agrees to something in exchange for something, at least where I'm from, that's called a deal.
Did you make an exchange of assistance?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it a deal, though.
Oh, that's not good.
So, let's just rip this band-aid off, shall we? There's been rumors recently about a dark god popping up. Calls itself the Fate Weaver of some sorts. And it's known to try to make dark deals with individuals in return for giving them a lot of power.
Oh. Well, my hair fell out. I don't necessarily think I'm very powerful now at all.
Well, that might have been...
I still feel tired.
Maybe the arm.
Spinner's fabulous.
Alexia, how do you feel? Your hair looks quite regularly unkempt and... not unkempt per se, but you should really put
He's
more
getting better
oil
at
and
it.
time into it.
He's at least...
Damn.
It's less expensive.
Thank you.
It's just
If you ever need assistance, I have many products in my back.
It's not like you're using them anytime soon.
You know
Absolutely.
How do I feel though?
You feel a little bit tired, but pretty normal. But
I haven't lost any hair, limbs, anything.
No, but just like Alister, if you try and commune with Lunaris or touch her power, it is very, very muted, very distant. You feel very weak and kind of mortal, almost.
I mean, I'm feeling okay. The only really concerning part is my prayers this morning, I didn't hear anything back. I didn't hear anything. It's almost like I couldn't connect to Lunaris anywhere at all. Trance, prayer, nothing. It was pretty scary, but I thought maybe it was just we're all tired.
I think we've exhausted the channel to the divine, as it were. It'll be back. I've been in a few battles where I went beyond the regular call of duty, as it were. Oh, you know.
No, yeah.
That one time we were stuck in the mountain cave.
And I was the big spoon that time. Yeah.
Could all of you do me a favor for this once?
Sure.
Could you just all stand next to each other? Just the three of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to you, and I get in your face, but it's not like hostile. I'm like looking into your eyes.
Okay.
Do his eyes look different?
They look normal.
They look normal. Okay, can I go up to Langrid now? And look
His
at
eye looks normal.
Okay. What's underneath?
Oh, you don't want to ask. That's just very personal.
I know.
Okay, sorry, Alister was supposed to be taking watch and fell asleep. We got back, came across, attacked me from the back when I was sleeping, and
Could I
You said you were taking watch. It doesn't matter at this point.
It is sealed shut, my friend. I just pull it open and my eyes just closed. It's just
Like flat whiskey.
yeah,
Like, it's healed over.
Yeah, no, it's healed over. It's
Does it look like there's an eye there still, like behind it, or is it just sealed closed?
nope.
Oh no, the eye was completely gone. It was in the dirt.
And I look at your eyes.
That was the first time I said.
And for the
Oh,
first
never mind.
time, you, as you sat pretty close to her last night, noticed they were kind of a brown covered with silver, but now they are black.
Oh.
Alexia.
Like the whites and everything, or like
Pitch black Celery.
the whole
The
thing.
entire thing.
Wait, how did I not
I
notice
don't
this
say
when
anything. I
was
don't
trying
point it out to anyone. And so
You just asked her, you weren't.
I want to go get I want to go gather herbs. Could you come with me?
It is
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, thanks.
But with your
Over this
eggs,
way.
your strange
But what did she
scrambled
say?
egg decision will
Nothing.
be
You
cold.
will look normal.
Okay. Yeah, let's go get herbs.
Yeah.
Does anyone else see? Because I feel like you
I'm
can
gonna at
tell
least
when there's no whites in the
inside that.
eyes,
I'm
right?
walking
Yeah,
over.
if anyone like actively comes like this distance to look at you,
Oh, I'm
they
cooking.
would notice.
I'm cooking, so I'm not paying attention.
I walk over to you, and as I walk past you, I whisper over to your ear. Feel free to tell Emily her eyes are pitch black.
Just give me 1 second.
Feel free to follow us.
Another 12 eggs coming up. 4 dozen was his record.
I'll take another one of those crayfish, expertly poached.
But thank you.
So I assume you three wander off into the woods together.
Just those two.
Just
Oh,
us two.
just you two. Okay.
Do you tell Emily?
King's
Yeah.
Twilight, it's a week.
I'll inform you, but quietly. You don't need to do us.
Okay, I'm just sticking around, just enjoying my kick-ass omelet.
Be careful, don't be gone too long.
Of course. Just wanted to see if we could find some more
Breakfast
things.
will get cold.
No, it's fine.
No, it is not fine at all. A proper breakfast is the most important meal.
I
of
could
the
bring
day.
it with me. A meal on the go.
That is just crazy talk. A meal on the go.
Yes.
Are you a common rogue? A street urchin?
Used to be.
No offense.
Damn.
Not anymore.
Let's just throwing them out everywhere.
In my hometown.
Like you.
I like
just
tell
tell your-
everybody my backstory, Alister. No problems. I like that time you lost everything.
I looked at the plate.
You?
And I was
The
like,
big gambling debts that I have. Yeah. Alcoholism. You lost your wife.
Must be terrible to be
The children
poor.
all gone.
Oh, it was a poor.
Straight over in my land. It's a delicacy.
The disease that took your family. Like you?
I'll go for some taiyaki right now.
is that plate mine?
Yes,
Oh,
here.
perfect. I take the plate and I start walking.
I just shake my head, go, "Oh, these people have no decorum for a proper breakfast meal.
After I turn around, I turn back and I put the plate down.
I don't. Okay.
What do you do with the eggs? Unhinged jaw.
I mean, I have a dragon board mouth. I just,
That's true.
Just like scoop air.
yeah, I put all the eggs in and I'm like, more.
Go.
The noticeable like lump coming down.
Down, yeah.
Cool.
As you two enter the woods, how far do you go from camp?
60 feet. Within like screaming distance, just
Okay.
not like within earshot. No.
Blacksy was waiting for that and turns around and catches the fist.
I like bend down and I'm like, oh, look at this one. And it's just grass.
So what herbs are we looking for again?
Just anything else. Okay, so let's drop the potion. You feel okay?
Yes. I mean, like, besides the whole I couldn't connect to my goddess kind of thing, but,
We were like up all night and your eyes seemed normal. I don't want to
Did
alarm
they?
you. Yeah, they looked great. I don't want to alarm you. Just don't like eyes. Pitch black. Like all over the whole thing, just pitch black.
She blinks audibly.
Like, and I motion over to the stream. Look.
Ah, that's new.
And as you look at your reflection, it looks like a pitch black shadow with gleaming silver eyes. And that's where we are going to leave off for today. So catch us next week on Tuesday for another batch of shenanigans with the MythFits. And thank you once again to our wonderful sponsors, Forged in Fantasy and Game Plan Gatherings. Remember, everyone, legends may fade, but myths never die.